Hi, friends. Thank you so much for joining. Where the third agile values which we are going to study here, that is a working software over the comprehensive documentation, right? So, if you will watch in this screen, you will find two different images are there: working software and comprehensive documentation. In general, if I go back to basic, so do you think that customer is focusing on solution to their problem, not focusing on reading some extra resources or reading some extra documentation? They are not focusing on the documentation. Definitely there is a requirement for the documentation, and I will definitely help you to understand which kind of other documentation. But majorly focusing on the documentation is not agile priority, right? The better is on the working software. So customer need to save their time and focus on growing and expanding their business, right? On their products, their customer, into their expansion of their business, right? So they want to save their time, and even they love to read the things. But what are the things when they stuck on something, when they need something, right? So basically, a right way of structure is, you can say, for the documentation, or right way for the documentation is, or why we create the document to minimize the waste, adapt and documentation when it is required, make what is the help content is there. If there is any extra extension is required, or any user intervention is required, so there you can create the document. Or if there is any gap, or which can help you the people to understand about the business, about the product, so there you can create the document, right? Agile usually doesn't say that no documentation, but it says when the documentation is mandatory and required. So before creating the document, ask this question from yourself: why it is important, whom it is going to help, what is the benefit of this document, is it necessary? If not, then can be negotiated, can it be done, can it be compromised? So ask this question before creating the documentation. How customer, just ask this question: how customer will feel if you will show the progress on paper instead of working software? That is the answer, that is the main crux, you can say, or main reason for this value. In agile we focus on working software instead of the comprehensive, and lot of documentation are there. Do you really feel that we should focus our major time into the doing the documentation and building it, then making different version, then configuration management is there, keeping the document at some place, and all these things, blah blah blah, right? In a simple term, if I will say, so instead of focusing on document, focus on working software. Like I said before, agile doesn't say a lot of documentation, but keep it as it is required. So few questions which I have asked you before creating any document, focus on those questions. If you are finding the answer yes, then go and create the document, right? Another issue that, like, if there is any designing part and team wants to understand the structure of your project, so definitely documentation is required. But it doesn't mean that a lot of structure document, lot of components and everything is there, correct? Sometimes, like, there is a unit test case result, there are functional test cases, integration testing. So from testing perspective, I'm telling you, you need those documentation that is required, that you have to prepare, right? You cannot ignore those documentation part. But yes, it is not that creating a quality gate, creating a test plan, test strategy, test policy documents. Since why I'm telling you from testing perspective, because mostly testing people need more documentation, right? I'm again and I'm not saying that development people are not required the document, but testing, where they are expecting a lot of documentation is there. So instead of creating these a test plan, test strategy, test policy, or multiple test levels, test plans, need not to go on that, right? Create the documentation as minimum as you can require. Ask this question: who wants to read the instruction? Definitely no one. So why to create a lot of documentation? Instead of that, focus on working software. The client will be happy, and it will create a good impact for you while delivering the things. So that's why it's very important. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please share this video with your friends who are interested to know the agile values. And although I try to explain the things in a very simple language, So I hope it is going to help you. So thank you so much for watching again. Please subscribe my channel, subscribe this channel. This has given me opportunity to spread my voice and reach it to you. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy with your family. Take care. Bye bye.